If you're back listening, welcome back to another episode of A Breath of Fresh Football. Logan, how you doing today?
I'm fantastic, sir. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Anything new happening in your life?
No, nothing much. I got all my NFL record predictions done for our
Yeah, so
podcast.
those who are listening, you know how I had my predictions done before the first podcast? Well, apparently I wasn't listening close enough after the last one, and I didn't even know what division we were doing. And now I am doing it on the spot, guys. So
Yep. So I got mine done. So today we're going to be doing the AFC South. For those of you that don't know, the AFC South is the Texans, Titans, Colts, Jaguars.
did you say the
So,
Titans?
yep, Texans, Titans, Colts, Jaguars. So,
Yep.
we're going to start with the Texans first. I actually have the Texans going 2-15 this year.
Oh.
Now,
Yeah.
for those of you listening, this I'm going predicted off because I think Deshaun Watson will not play at all. I don't think he will. So we're going to jump into this, and it could be different if Deshaun Watson plays, but I don't think he's going to play at all. So with Deshaun Watson not playing, week 1, the Texans take an L against the Jaguars. I have that.
Yeah. L against the Jaguars.
Yep.
That's an interesting one. I is it at Jaguars or is it
It's
Houston?
actually at home
Home against the Jaguars?
in Houston. So
Well, if Deshaun Watson is not playing, then I could back that. I think it would be an L.
So yeah, definitely. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to take a lot of people by surprise week 1.
Yeah.
I can see him having a decent first half of the season.
Yeah.
So then week 2, it's at Cleveland against the Browns. I have them taking an L for sure.
Yep, I wrote that down as an L too.
Week
That's
3,
at Browns, right?
that's at Cleveland, yes, sir.
Yeah, my computer's not loading very well right now.
So then now we're going to move to week 3 against the Panthers. I give them an L against the Panthers. I just see Christian McCaffrey running against that and just running down that entire defense. They ain't going to stop Christian McCaffrey.
Yep. Hopefully he's healthy. I would hope. Hopefully Sam Darnold also has a resurrection type year.
I think Sam Darnold's going to do pretty decent action in Carolina. Week 4, no brainer. It's a loss against the Bills.
Yep, I was writing that down as we speak. I would say that's an L. Josh Allen's gonna be hard to stop, especially if you don't have Deshaun Watson.
A little prediction for that. I'm not going to give you guys much. I can see the Bills being honestly one of the teams to beat in the AFC this year.
Yep, I could see that happening too.
So we got week 5 against the Patriots. I give them a dub. Against the Patriots.
Wow.
I think that the Patriots are gonna have a quarterback issue. They're gonna be like the Dolphins were last year. They're gonna play Ryan Tannehill, or not Ryan Tannehill. They're gonna play Mac Jones or Cam Newton. They're just gonna keep going back and forth. So I'm giving them a dub against the Patriots.
I understand. We don't know who will be the QB at the time, but I just think the Patriots made too many moves, and with the Texans doing absolutely nothing, and with the Deshaun Watson, situation, I don't know. I think Patriots get a dub there.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. week 6 at Indianapolis against Colts, I give them a loss. I think the Colts are going to be something very special this year.
Yep, I think Wentz doesn't have a good year. They have a good running game. Their line's pretty good. That's an L in my book.
Yeah. I mean, and they're getting back Marlon Mack.
Yeah, that's true.
That running back core is going to
Taylor.
be pretty good.
Yep.
So I have them week 7 at Arizona, L. They're going to lose against Arizona.
Yep, I have that L2 there.
I've come to the conclusion that having AJ Green is actually going to help them out a lot. I really think so.
Yeah.
AJ Green might not be what he used to be, but he's still a pretty solid receiver.
Yep, I agree.
So week 8, I have them playing the Rams. L. I got an L there.
Yep, I have an L there too. Matthew Stafford's I think he's gonna have a great year. If we before we started, we didn't really talking about any updated news, but a post I did send Logan the other day. Sean McVay is a big fan of his new QB. He said, "Bro, this dude's a bad mother effer."
Yeah, he's I really think he's going to be good.
Yep.
And I've always been a big Mac Jones guy, always. Or not Mac Jones. Goodness, Matthew Stafford. I cannot speak today. But also going back to the Cardinals, Kyle, your guys' first round pick, Zaven Collins, was arrested for reckless driving.
Yeah, I did see that. I was listening to a podcast a little bit earlier about it, but I don't know how I feel about it. Again, he's just fresh out of college, so it is a young kid, but at the same time, you got to realize you're putting a lot of people's lives at risk when you get behind the wheel. So, I think he'll learn from it. I mean, he seems like a good dude, a good kid. So he'll learn from it. I think it's just it was a mistake. He'll learn from it and grow from it. So,
and honestly, maybe.
Yeah.
So going to week 9 at Miami, I have them losing to the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins, they have a good defense, so I think they'll win that game. But if Tua has a bad game, who knows?
I don't know. So a lot of reports have been saying that Tua has just not been looking good at all.
Yeah, I did see that, but I also saw the coach did say he'd rather Tua do that during, try to throw in those tight windows in practice rather than during the season. So
I guess, but
I don't know. We shall see what will happen.
Yeah. So then they have a week 10 bye. And then week 11 they play the Titans.
Hey, before we get done with the bye, I think the Texans are so bad they could probably lose during their bye week too.
Honestly, probably. If they don't have Deshaun Watson, dude, they're going to be awful.
Yeah.
I mean, you got David Johnson. David Johnson is not what he used to be, but you have no receivers. What, you got Brandon Cooks?
Yeah.
No, I honestly can't name one person on their defense. I can't.
Yeah, I can't either.
So yeah, but week 11 they play the Titans. That's definitely an L. That's 100% an L.
Yep, the Titans will run over that defense.
I mean, the Titans, I don't think they're going to be that good because Ryan Tannehill's not bad, but I personally see Julio Jones getting upset because, I mean, they run the ball 40, 50 times a game.
Yeah.
And, Julio Jones is going to be like, when am I going to get the ball?
Yep.
So that's going to be the biggest thing. So we got week 12, the Jets. Kyle, what are your predictions on the Jets?
I'm going to give you a hot take. I'm going to put a dub for the Texans.
Really?
I think they beat the Jets.
I have them losing against the Jets.
Yeah, I think the Patriots are a better team than the Jets, so I think Texans end up winning against the Jets and not winning against the Patriots like you predicted earlier.
You know, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I don't see them being that good.
Yep. I understand.
Um, so we got week 13 against the Colts again, another loss.
Yep, I have another loss there.
Definitely another loss. Week 14 against Seattle, they lose.
Yep.
So, and then we got week 15 at Jacksonville. I have them winning.
I have them winning too. So that's
I
crazy that we
think
predicted it together.
I think that they have, they have some luck. They start figuring some, and then they, turn it around. But then week 16 against Chargers, I have them losing again. I mean, the Chargers are going to be something great, especially if Herbert is what we think he's going to be.
Yeah.
Week 17 against the 49ers, that's a big loss, dude. That's going to be a blowout game.
Really? You think that'll be a blowout? You think
Mm-hmm.
the 49ers are going to be better next year?
Honestly, I mean, the big issue, they were so bad last year is they didn't have any of their team. They had nobody.
Yeah, that was true. So hopefully, yeah, I put it as an L2, but I don't know if it will be a blowout.
I think so. I really think so. And then week 18 against the Titans, I have them losing.
Yep. So I had 2 wins for them like you did. So 2-15 for the Texans is what a breath of fresh football is predicting.
And again, guys, this is without Deshaun Watson. So don't crucify us saying that we're dumb. This is without Deshaun.
All right. What's the next team?
My next team I'm going to go with, actually, we're going to mix it up. We're going to go the Jaguars.
Ooh.
So I have the Jaguars going 4-13.
4-13. Interesting.
Now, for those of you guys that are big Trevor Lawrence fans, just hear me out. Hear me out. I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence is a bad quarterback, but I'm not saying he's a great quarterback. The big issue is they don't have much of a team, if you get what I'm saying. They got like DJ Chark, stuff like that, but also they just don't have really defense. That's their biggest thing, is they got rid of a lot of their defensive players. So
yeah,
week 1 at the Texans, I'm having them win.
Yep, I have that as a W as we went over when we were going over the Texans schedule. We had the Texans losing, so that means the Jags would win.
Yep. Week 2 against the Browns, I have them winning again. So they're going to start out pretty hot.
You mean against the Broncos?
That's what I meant. Did I say Browns? I meant Broncos.
Yeah. I actually went lost there. I don't know. The Broncos do have a good offense, and that's if they get their quarterback situated during training camp, whether Drew Lock steps up or if Teddy Bridgewater is the game manager out there with all those weapons around them. I don't know. I have a feeling it'll be a loss for the Jags.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think they're just not going to have their quarterback in situation. They are getting Von Miller back. They do have a pretty good secondary, but I just don't see that offense putting up much points.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Week 3, I have them playing the Cardinals. I have them losing to the Cardinals. I think Kyler Murray's going to be MVP this year.
That would be a dream come true, but we will see what happens. Again, I'm hoping he takes the next step, but we will see what happens.
Then week 4 at the Bengals, I have them losing. I think Joe Burrow is going to go off and be like, "Listen, I'm the better first overall pick. I'm way better than you, Trevor Lawrence," and he's just going to go off.
Yep. I had it as an L too because when we predicted the Bengals on the last podcast, we had them beating the Jags, so I do have it. I agree with you. I have it as an L. Joe Burrow will play better than Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. And then week 5 Titans, I have them losing.
Yeah, that's a no brainer. The Titans, them and the Colts are gonna run that division. So
Yep. Then week 6 against the Dolphins, I have them losing. That Dolphins defense, dude, is just it's good.
yeah, I agree. I do have it as a loss, but the Dolphins are good, but at the same time, like we have to remember that offense could go either way. So with how many times Fitz Magic had to um, help Tua out, so we're hoping that Tua grows, and that we're assuming that's what's gonna happen. But who knows? What if Tua gets benched for some backup quarterback? I don't even know who they have out there as the
I don't think anyone knows who they have.
backup.
And then they have a bye week 7, which I mean the Jaguars can win a bye, honestly.
Well, if you got Tebow time there, you're gonna be winning it all the time.
I forgot about that. I totally forgot Tebow's there. He's still Tim Tebow, dude. He's not going to do great.
We shall see.
And then they come back after the bye. They're at Seattle against Seahawks, and they lose.
Yep, yeah, Seahawks. They're gonna still be a pretty good team, so I don't think the Jags have any chance in that game.
Yeah, for sure. And then we got week 9, the Bills, but they lose. Like I said, dude, the Bills. I'm high on the Bills this year.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It seems like every team we've predicted so far, the Bills come up, and we always put it as an L. So it'll be interesting once we get to the Bills schedule how many wins we actually have them winning.
Dude, I just think the Bills are going to be amazing. I mean, they only got better from last year. They didn't. I don't think they lost anybody. They're young. They're hungry. They're gonna win. Then week 10 at the Colts, they lose.
Yep. Yeah, I think like we said, the Colts and the Titans will run that division. So again, the Colts offense I expect to be good. So that will be a loss for the Jags.
Yeah. Then we go to week 11 against 49ers, they lose. 49ers I think are going to be back on track to go back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think I do have as an L. Again, we'll see how the 49ers do. They play in a tough division.
They do.
As we know, Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals. So,
and who else is in the Seahawks? Yeah.
Yep, those four
That's
teams.
honestly, my opinion, the best division in the league.
Yep, I agree.
Then we go. They play the Falcons week 12. I have them winning against the Falcons.
I actually predicted it too. Now that they got rid of Julio Jones, I think the Falcons are a way worse team. And I think that would be the Jacks could sneak in and get a W there at home.
Yep. And then week 13 at the Rams, I have them losing. Like I said, guys, the Rams were good last year, and they just got better. They got, my opinion, a future Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yep.
And that, Cam Akers is going to have a breakout year. They got 2 great receivers in Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. Very good secondary. I mean, they got Jaylen Ramsey. I can't remember who their safety is.
Well, let's talk about week 13 to week 14. Not only do they go to Los Angeles, but then the next week they have to travel to Tennessee. That's two good teams that you're going to be on the road for. So I think those are going to be 2 L's.
Oh, they are. Yep, I have them both as L's too.
Yeah.
And then I have them playing the Texans week 15, and like we said, they lose.
Yep.
Week 16 at the Jets, they win.
I have that as a win too. Like I said with the Texans, I don't think the Jets are gonna be very good.
Jets.
I
I
hope
think
Zach
Zach
Wilson
Wilson.
does well, but I don't know.
Yeah. Week 17 at New England. I have them losing. I think towards then the Patriots finally got their shit together and they finally are getting on track to being good.
Yep. By that time, I fully expect Mac Jones to be starting. And if he's not, that means Cam Newton had a phenomenal year. And if we have Super Cam back, I don't think there's any way for the Jags to beat him.
You could be right. And then week 18 against the Colts, I have them losing. Again, guys, the Colts, their defense is great. They have an amazing, honestly, I think the best O-line in the league.
Yeah, I think the Colts are gonna be pretty good. So I have that as an L2, and that brings my prediction to a 3-14 record for the Jags.
Okay, we're
So
close.
it
Mine's
sounds
14
like the
50.
Texans and the Jags may end up in the top five of the draft with our predictions.
Yeah, and I mean, I honestly never would have guessed I would have seen Deshaun Watson lead the Texans. I thought he loved Houston, but they were on an uprise for the longest time, and then they screwed it up.
Yep.
So let's go now to. So if you guys haven't noticed, we're having it by order of the worst team to the best, and I think the Titans come second in the division this year.
Wow, that's a
So
big.
I actually have the Titans and Colts both going 11-6.
Oh, okay. So it's not really a.
But I just think the Colts are going to come out. I don't know how they predict it. I don't know how they say who it is, but I just think the Colts come up on top. So we'll start with Titans. Week 1, I have them playing Arizona, and they lose. Or they win. I'm sorry, they win. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that as a win too. As much, I'm gonna try to go to that game, but as much as I want my Cardinals to win that week, the Titans now they got Julio Jones, which, man, I didn't even think about them having him now. I don't know. It's gonna be it's home for Tennessee, so
Yeah, that's literally the biggest reason I gave them the dub is they play at home in
yeah.
Tennessee. Week 2 at Seattle, I have them losing.
I think they come out and win. I think Julio Jones makes that offense a lot better. So I think they start with two good opponents, and they come out with dubs.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Week 3 against the Colts at home, I have them winning.
Yep. I was about to say that at home, I think they'll beat the Colts. I do think they'll end up splitting the series against the Colts, maybe a 1-1 at each of their places. But I think that'll be another dub.
Yep. So then, week 4 at the Jets, easy dub.
Yeah, easy dub. Easy dub. And then the next week,
At the Jaguars, they win again.
yep, another win there.
So week
So
6
I
and
have
7.
them right now starting 5-0.
Wow. But week 6 they face the Bills. I give them a loss.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be an L there.
And
Like
then
we said, the Bills, and then they play the Chiefs. I mean, at
I
least
give them a loss then too.
that's another loss, but at least both of them are at home. So maybe they sneak out a win there, but I doubt it.
I think if they beat any of them, I think they beat the Chiefs. I don't know, man. Just the Bills are calling to me this year that they're gonna. I think they're Super Bowl bound.
Oh, you mean the Colts? Man, that is a
No,
hot take.
not the Colts. The Bills. The Bills.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Bills knock out the Chiefs in the AFC Championship and go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No, the Colts. I think the Colts make it to the division. We'll come back to that. So then, week 8 at the Colts, I have them losing.
I have it as an L too. Like I said, I think they'll split it. They'll be at Indianapolis that week. So I put that as an L.
Yep. Week 9 at the Rams, I have them losing too. I like the Rams too,
Yep.
man.
Yeah, I think the Rams are going to be pretty good. Going back to my predictions, I had them starting 5-0 and then dropping the next 4. That's a tough stretch for them.
That would be
Now
rough.
the Colts could be worse than what we're predicting. So there's a possibility that the Titans do pull out a win there.
I
But
am
I still
playing
think
it.
that's a tough stretch.
I am predicting it as Carson Wentz is going back to his MVP caliber and he's going to be great again because I think he is.
Yep.
So
And I could very well see that happening.
week 10, I have them playing against winning.
Yeah, I have a win there too. Drew Brees isn't there anymore. And who knows who will be the QB? It could be Winston. It could be who's their backup? Or who's the other guy there?
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill, yeah.
But I also have them winning by 3 points. I made sure to put that. I predict them winning by 3. That defense is pretty good for the Saints. And I don't see the Titans defense honestly stopping Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think it comes down to a field goal that game. Week 11, the Texans, that's an easy dub.
Yep, easy dub there. All our predictions have been that Deshaun Watson will not play this season, so it's kind of easy prediction whenever the Texans come up.
So if Deshaun Watson does play, I think the most wins they will have is maybe 5 or 6 now.
Yeah,
because the guy doesn't have an O-line. He doesn't have really anybody to throw to. And, to do good, he's going to have to score 50 points a game just to help out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have that. And then week 12 at the Patriots, I have them winning. For sure.
Yeah, I have them winning against the Patriots too. Even though it's at Foxborough, I think the Titans are just a better team than the Patriots. So I do have that as a dub.
So, and then they have a week 13 bye. Week 14, they play the Jaguars at home. That's a win.
Yeah, it's another dub.
Week 15 at the Steelers is a win.
I had that as a win too when we did our Steelers prediction last week.
I actually have week 16 against 49ers. I have them winning.
I have them winning too. I think they're a better team than the 49ers. I do think the 49ers will be a decent team, but I think they're better.
Here's my reasoning for it. I think the 49ers hold Derrick Henry, though, to under 100 yards and 1 touchdown.
Wow.
I think what's going to kill them that game is A.J. Brown and Julio Jones. They have Jason Verrett, their number 1 corner right now.
Yeah. Sherman is still a free agent.
Yep. And I don't know why they're not bringing it back. I think that's what's going to kill them.
I think there was some locker room tension there, but I don't know 100%.
Their run defense is very good. So Derrick Henry ain't going to do much that game. And then I have them losing week 17 to the Dolphins.
I have them losing too. I think the Dolphins will surprise and beat. Like I said, the Dolphins are back and forth, where they could either be really good or really bad.
But you also got to remember,
he's out a win.
Hang on. So remember, every time the Dolphins play the Patriots week 17, they somehow always won. Remember? Because remember they got like that fumble recovery for a touchdown. They like tossed it back to 5 people. They somehow always win at the last minute of games. I think that's what's going to happen there.
Yep.
And then week 18 against Texans, I have them winning against the Texans.
Yep. So I have it as a 12-5 record.
12-5. Okay. Wow, you're giving them quite a bit of credit there.
Yep. I guess one more win than you had.
Yep.
But going back to it, so I had them winning 5 straight to start the season, then dropping 4, and then winning 6 straight, and then losing, and then winning the last game.
Okay, I like that.
Yep.
So then Colts again. I have going 11-6. I have them both just going 11-6. The Colts I have winning against Seahawks week 1.
Ooh, I'm gonna put that as an L for the Colts.
Really?
I think the Seahawks have a better team. I do think the Colts are pretty good, but again, like you said, if Carson Wentz is back to that MVP form, that can very well be a W for the Colts. But I'm gonna put it as an L.
Week 2 at the Rams, I have them losing.
I'm gonna put that as an L too. We're pretty high on the Rams, I think. So I think they found their missing piece in Stafford, and they're gonna run away with that.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
Yep.
Week 13 at the Titans, I have them losing.
Yep,
It's a home game against the Titans. It's going to be hard.
Yeah, they're losing. Yep. I was trying to comprehend what I put. Yeah, I had a W for the Titans. So that's 3 straight losses, and you have them winning the division.
I have them starting out 1-2.
Well, yeah, you had them beating the Seahawks. I forgot about that.
Week 14, the Dolphins, I have them winning.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I think they'll beat the Dolphins. They'll finally get that dub. But man, for my prediction, if they go 1-3 to start the season, man, I don't know. There might be a lot of Carson Wentz haters by then.
Oh, for sure. But you guys got to remember, they're playing very good teams the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
They have a pretty hard schedule at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then week 5 at the Ravens, I have them winning. I hated that, but I have them winning.
Well, going back, so I'm looking at my Ravens predictions. I had them beating the Colts. So man, I have the Colts starting 1-4, man.
But like we said though, they're playing some hard teams.
Well, the last week 3 to 5, they're playing at Tennessee, at Miami, and at Baltimore. Man, 3 straight road games there.
That's what's hard for them is they have a lot of road. I mean, they start off with a lot of road games, and road games in the NFL are hard to win.
Yep.
Week 6,
especially if there's more fans in each stadium this year.
Yeah. Week 6 against the Texans, I have them winning.
Yeah, I think that's an easy dub. We say this about every time we go over the Titans, but our Texans.
Week 7 against the 49ers, I have them winning. Or losing. I'm sorry, I have them losing because it's at San Francisco.
Yep. Well, I have them winning against the 49ers.
Really?
Like I said, I'm not as high on the 49ers as you. So, and by that, I think they win against the 49ers.
So, here's my philosophy on it. Is they're a good team, but their biggest thing right now is their 3 running backs. That's their biggest thing. And that 49ers defense is really good against the run.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to kill them right there. Week 8 against Titans, I have them winning.
Yeah, that one is at home. So I like we said previously, we think it will be a split there.
Yep. And then I have them winning against the Jaguars week 10. The Jets week 9.
Yep. Easy. Yeah, Jets aren't going to be a very good team, so
they're not.
I have a thing too.
And then I have them winning against the Jaguars week 10. So I got 3 straight wins.
See, I had them beating the 49ers, so I have 5 straight wins. I think that's when they turn around their season right there.
And also we got to remember, like, it's hard to start a reason like the Patriots are so good for so many years is they all had chemistry together.
Yeah.
Tom Brady had chemistry with everybody. Gronk had chemistry with a lot of people. And I mean, I can't say that about the Bucks right now because I mean they had no chemistry last year really, but it's Tom Brady. But that's the big reason. But then I have them playing week 11 at the Bills. That's a loss. The Bills are good.
Yeah, I agree with that. The the Bills are gonna be pretty good. Josh Allen, if he continues growing, man, that will be a scary team.
So week 12 against the Bucks, for some reason I wanted to put a W. I don't know why I wanted to put a W, but
Wow, you wanted one of the surprise wins there.
I gave them a loss. I mean,
Yep.
the Bucks
I,
brought back everybody, and
yeah,
they
I
literally
agree.
just got better. So
I
then
agree
this
with you. Yep.
week 13, they're at Texans. That's a win. Again, easy win.
Yep. I agree with that.
Week 15, I have them playing against Patriots. That's a win.
Patriots, yeah, I have that as a W too. Yep.
And then week 16 at Arizona, I have them losing.
I have as an L too. I'm hoping Arizona by that time is ready to go. And they're beating good teams, so I have as an L too.
Week 17 against the Raiders, I have them winning. And then week 18 at the Jaguars, I have them winning.
Yep, I have those both as wins too. I don't think those are very good teams at the end. So my record prediction is 10-7.
Wow. So the thing is with them is, yeah, they lose to good. The teams that I have them predicting losing to are very good teams. The
Yeah.
worst team out of all of them I have them losing to is Arizona. But I
Yeah.
mean, they're going to beat. I mean, I haven't beaten the Seahawks, the Ravens, the Dolphins, the Titans once. Those are good teams, and like we saw last year, I mean, they went to the playoffs, and what I think they lost in the wild card against the Ravens, didn't they?
Who's
Last year,
the Colts
Colts.
or the
Yeah, but they had Phillip Rivers last year,
yeah.
so I see the Colts just taking it all for some reason.
Yep.
So that's our predictions for this week. And like I said, next week we're gonna do the AFC East. Everyone remind Kyle that we're doing the AFC East. Um,
Yeah.
the AFC
Well,
East.
before we go, let's talk about what was your thoughts on Vikings rookie defensive tackle Jaylen getting shot 4 times, but he's expected to make a full recovery.
Um, very lucky guy. Very lucky
Yeah.
guy. I think I think what I heard is he was visiting his aunt.
Yeah,
And
that's what it said.
if I'm not mistaken, his aunt is sick. I
Oh
think.
man.
I think. Don't quote me on that. So, I mean, you're sitting there visiting your sick aunt, making sure, she's okay and everything, and then someone shoots you. Like, what kind of person does that?
That's crazy, man. That's
But I'm glad he's gonna make a full recovery. I mean, he's young, he's just starting his career. Good for him.
yep.
So,
And
all
then
right.
we had two more minor topics, and then we'll be done. The Bears signed former Broncos tight end Jake Butt.
Oh yeah, no one cares about that.
Oh well, I think if healthy, Jake Butt could be a good signing by them. But that's if he's healthy. He's been injured his whole career in the NFL. But in other news, Panthers wide receiver Robby Anderson says something different with Sam Darnold in Carolina. When I walked in the building, I could see new energy out of him, like a glow, charismatic that I didn't really see in New York. I can definitely see the difference in him so far. I didn't even think about it when he got traded that he was going back, pairing up with Robby Anderson again. So,
I completely forgot. But also, the Jets didn't do anything for him. They didn't get him pieces that he needed, and they didn't really believe in the guy.
yeah,
Panthers seem to be believing in him. And if you believe in somebody and you look at them and you're like, hey, we got your back. You
yep,
know what? You may make some mistakes. Oh well, we learn from it. We go on to the next one.
yep,
And that's how you got to be as a coach.
yeah,
So I see Sam Darnold doing better. I hope he does. He's got key pieces. I mean, he's got two very good receivers, and he's got the best running back in the league in his back, the best receiving back in the league. Let me rephrase that.
yeah.
And he's got a pretty decent O-line. I mean, when you play for the Jets, you're bound to fail.
Yeah, that is very true, especially when you had Adam Gase as your coach.
Yes. So, thank you guys for listening if you made it this far. Like I said, we'll be back next week with the AFC East. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, have a great day. Thank you for listening.